All right. So I understand that I got a couple subscribers now, but y'all don't really know me. So I feel like the best thing to get y'all to know me is a story time. We all like stories. Who doesn't like a story? So I'm gonna be telling a story about a particularly interesting time in my life. I don't I don't even know how to start this. No, we're gonna start generic. It was a regular day, you know. Went to school. After school, hit the gym, started hooping. In case y'all don't know, I'm a hooper. I'm nice. Hooping video coming soon, I promise. But it was a normal day, you know. Got some shots in, tried to dunk a couple times. It was a normal day. It was cool. So it was a good day. It was. That's just it's that simple. But like any good day, it doesn't last. It does not last at all. So I go home, I'm chilling, you know, took a nap, and at like you know when you like take a nap like really early, so you wake up in the middle of the night. Yeah, so like I got home from after hooping, and I passed out at like 6 o'clock. Yeah, I was done. And I also I suffer from like extreme sleep paralysis. So like I hit the hay at 6, but them demons, them shadow demons, them sleep paralysis demons, they went to sleep with me. Them junks was on the wall. But that's not the story. That's not the story. But you know, actually that might be part of the story. But like I woke up in the middle of the night, like 12 o'clock. Let's be realistic. 12 o'clock I woke up, and you know, waking up tired, kind of get your mind refreshing. Hopped on the YouTube, and I came across some Playboy Cardi and some Uzi slowed reverb. Now, y'all don't know this, but I'm a big Cardi fan and Uzi fan. Those are my two favorite artists. If y'all go back to my previous videos, y'all gonna see like a whole bunch of Cardi and Uzi instrumentals. So I was bumping slowed Cardi and Uzi on my phone, just vibing, chilling, and that's when I feel something in my stomach. Now I know y'all have had stomach aches before. It happens. They come and go. So I'm thinking it's just like a normal little stomach ache. It hurts. Like don't get me wrong, it hurts. But in a couple of minutes it's gonna pass. So a couple of minutes, I'm still listening to it, and I'm just bearing through it. And I'm like thinking, well, is this more than just a little stomach ache? So your boy hop in the toilet, you know, like I just, I try to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? But nothing came out. So like I no cap. I thought I was constipated because I didn't even have to go, not at all. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, well, what the heck is wrong with me? And that's when I'm on the toilet, and I know y'all weird. Like I know y'all weird. Picturing me on the toilet. Stop. I'm telling you now. Stop. That's weird. I'm nauseous now. Like I feel sick in my stomach. Like like what do I do now? I just feel sick. So like any normal person, I sit near the toilet waiting to throw up. Now I'm thinking, once I throw up, I'm gonna feel better. So I'm just, trying to get myself to throw up. It wouldn't come out, bro. It wouldn't come out. So now I'm sitting here thinking like, yo, what is wrong with me, bro? Like really. So I start going down the list, checking the boxes, and I'm like, well, what is it? Like really, what is it? So my stomach hurts. I can't poop. I can't throw up. So I'm like, yo, maybe I it's like it was like my lower stomach area. So I really start checking, and like after a full like examination, I came to the synopsis that it was not my stomach, man. So I looked down, and my right nut is the size of a watermelon, bro. Like the one to the left of it, that my left boy, it was looking like a grape, bro. I was like, this isn't right, man. This isn't right. So like, I started touching it, and like, it feels weird. Like I can't even describe what it feels like. Like, and then I touched it. Felt weird, and then some time passes, and I'm like, maybe it'll go down. Maybe something hit me in the nuts. I just can't remember it, and I'm thinking, but then it starts to hurt, like who is big and strong? Dwayne The Rock Johnson straight up kicks my nuts like he's trying to kick a soccer ball across a football field. That's what it felt like. It is so painful. Like I can't move anymore. So now I'm concerned, and I don't really know what to do. So like any normal teenager, I go to my parents' room. I knock on the door. They're sleeping. It's like 12 o'clock at night. That's not late, like late. But you know how old people be going to sleep early. So I knock on my parents' door, and I'm like, yo, there's something wrong with me. My stomach hurts. My balls hurt. I can't throw up, but I feel extremely nauseous. And for anyone that knows me personally, they know that my mom is like a genius. She's a genius. She's always on like she's always on top of things. So I tell her that I hurt a lot, and my dad's like, man, it's just just play it off, man. Like, go to sleep, just you'll be fine when you wake up in the morning. It's just like, he don't want to deal with me. He had to go to work in the morning. You know how it is. So, but like, I'm like, for real, like, it hurts. I've already tried to go to sleep a couple times. So my mom, searches up my symptoms, and she goes to me and she says, you got to go to the emergency room. And I'm like, yo, chill out with all that, because I just recovered from a torn meniscus. I just got out of surgery, really. So telling me that I had to go to the emergency room, I'm like, oh my goodness. I feel like the most unlucky person. So I'm feeling like crap. Now I have to go to the ER. So my dad hops in the car, I hop in the car with him, and he takes me to the emergency room. Now, luckily, where I literally live right down the street from a hospital. So it didn't take long. It wasn't a long drive, but it felt like years. Like the excruciating pain that I was feeling. Like it was something else. Oh yeah. I forgot to say, by the way, I twisted my nut.
Okay.
Ha 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 ha. Joshy twisted his nuts. Like, that's something that like you just would not even hear of, and I didn't even think it was possible. I won't blame you. I bet you don't know it exists until I made this video. But the actual term, like the scientific term, is testicular torsion. It looked like my nut literally twisted. So, in case y'all don't know this, your nuts, it's just like, how do I explain this? This is like a string, a ball on a string, right? So the ball is hanging from the string, and if you spin the ball enough, the string is gonna start to twist and tangle. So that's pretty much what happened to me. Now, how did that happen? I don't know. And now I have a theory, now that I'm making this video, that it was them shadow demons while I had my sleep paralysis just messing with me. Because you know how they be. They just like tormenting people. But no cap. I'm in the car with my dad. We're driving to the hospital. It was really like a 2-minute ride, but it felt like 8 years. And to add on to that, we pulled into the wrong parking lot. Like, we pulled into the wrong one. And I don't know why hospitals are like this, because it makes it so difficult just to get to the emergency room. There's like 8 entrances. So we pulled into the wrong one first. He had to back out, pull into the emergency exit, and he parked a good distance away from the door. So we had to walk over there. Now, during the walk over there, I puked out everything. Now, I had Sicilian pizza before that, and you know how thick Sicilian pizza is. And I started throwing up chunks. Like, it was a different experience. Like, it was really different, bro. like chunks coming out. Like that is unnatural. No human should have to go through that. So while I'm throwing up chunks, I think like a nurse sees me from inside. She quickly like rushes, grabs a wheelchair, and I I puked over like all myself. Now I had some Loki, I had some drip on. I had like a Hilfiger hoodie on, and like I got like a big old chunk of like Sicilian pizza on my hoodie. I was low key tight about that, but really I was in too much pain. So she plopped me down on the wheelchair. My dad pushes me into the hospital, and they're like, they're signing me out. I mean, they're signing me in, and they're putting my name, my age, the height, and it's an emergency room, but they were not treating it like it was an emergency. I was in the hospital, and I'm underage. I'm not over 18. So I was in like the kids area, and I'm in the hospital, and they taking their sweet time. I'm sitting here in a wheelchair with puke, a Sicilian pizza on my hoodie. I'm like over here half alive, and they taking their time. Like I'm sitting in a waiting room. So now I'm getting tight because my breath stinks, and I smell, and I'm in pain. I got some little kid screaming to the right of me, and I'm just like, yo, I'm about to lose my testicle, bro. Come on, hurry up. I'm like, it's like the most important thing in my life, really. I feel like 30 minutes goes past. I don't know if it was 30. I really don't know how long. But they could clearly see that I'm in pain, and I guess they were backed up. I don't really know why, but they pull me to the side. It's like a little examination room, and a nurse comes through, and they wanna check how I'm doing. They want to see like what's really wrong with me. So I sit on the bed thingy, and they tell me to take off my clothes. It's a struggle to take off my pants because like my right nut's the size of a watermelon. But I took off the clothes, I put on a gown, and the lady comes through, and she just starts touching on it, and like it already is swollen and it doesn't look good, and she just irritates it by touching it. And she's like, well, does this hurt? How do you feel? And I'm like, I feel like I'm about to throw up on your face, and I'm about to have my balls explode. I'm sorry for the explicit story, but like it's a story time. Like this happened to me. This is very traumatic. So, nonetheless, finally they finally decide that it's pretty important. So I go get a X-ray or something. I don't know exactly what they did, but they put like some cold gel on my balls, and they just started caressing them. Just started, you know, spreading the gel all around them, and then like they had the screen, and like she had like some scanner thing, and she just started scanning them, and I'm looking over there, and my balls look like a bungee cord, bro. They did all of that, and then the nurse, comes through, and he says, yeah, he twisted his nuts. Like, lady, you don't think I know that? I already know that. So you just wasted my time, and she's talking about, yeah, you twisted your nuts. All right, so I already knew I twisted my nuts, lady, but now she tells me that I'm gonna need surgery. It's either surgery or I wait it out and I just lose my nuts. I just straight up lose it. Because it's an 8-hour period until it loses life, and when it loses life, they have to get rid of it, or the other one dies too. So they're like, yeah, it's surgery, and this is actually like a really extreme case of this, because sometimes when you twist it, you could like grab it and like retwist it, like fix it. This was like a knot, so you just couldn't do that. So I have to go into surgery. Now they're putting me in like the operating room, and they hook me up to an IV, and I don't know what they put in it, crack, heroin. I really didn't care, as long as I didn't feel the way I felt at that very moment. And quite honestly, it was some good crack, because like I started going numb, started saying some gibberish, but I was straight. All I could think about though is losing my balls. Like that was, oh my goodness. I just really couldn't. And so the drugs make me sleepy. So I fell asleep, and I wake up, and some fat, huge guy comes in, looking like Chris Christie. He's looking like Chris Christie coming through, and I'm like, who is this, bro? I'm half awake too, so like I really don't get a good look at him. And it turns out this fat sausage finger dude is the doctor. He's the surgeon. He's the guy that's gonna be handling my balls with his big old sausage fingers. At this point, I'm desperate, so I'm willing to let a cat operate. So I'm really not bothering it. So they go through some more procedures, questions my dad, tells him what really happened, and they wheeled me into the operating room, and they put that anesthesia on me, and I was out. I hate anesthesia personally because I'm blacked out, and really they could do anything to me. Like I could have like a toy car in my balls for all I know. Like I don't know what happened to me. So regardless, I wake up from that little nap that the anesthesia gave me, and is it anesthesia? What I feel like and I fell asleep, and I woke back up, and like you're a little high after it, like you're a little ditzy. If anyone's that's been in surgery would know this. You're a little ditzy, a little high. So I wake up, and I'm like, well, what's happening? I look to the right of me, and my dad's there, and he's like, good news, kid. You have them. You have both of them. And I'm like, they saved them. I'm like, I'm so happy. Like, I'm so glad I didn't lose my right nut, because like he was really like, he's like a really big part of my life. Like I love him, and like I couldn't imagine losing him. And they saved my nut, and I really wanted to thank the doctor for real. But as I try to stand or move, I can't. My legs don't work. It feels like I have boulders as balls, and it was gonna be quite the recovery process. So weeks go past, yada yada. I'm recovering, come back to school, and somehow everybody knows, because I had to tell people, because I was on the basketball team, and I have to tell them why I was out, and doctors know and everything. And I told them I tested my nuts. My coach didn't believe me at first, but then I showed him the note. But I come back to school, and everyone's laughing at me because I have staples in my balls. Like, you don't know the pain I experienced. Like, it's so disrespectful, bro. But all jokes aside, that was pretty traumatic. But if y'all like this little story time, let me know. I got literally a billion stories. Some are a little bit too crazy, but I got 1,000 stories. So if y'all were rocking with the story time, let me know.